Introducing long division. I'm going to share an activity with you. You can see if it's going to work for you. And you could use it as an introduction to the whole unit or just as a review activity. My recommendation is that you just start right off the bat on a sticky note. You're like, go outside and get 12 dandelions. And if you don't have any dandelions in your yard, maybe it's going to be leaves, maybe it's going to be sticks, or maybe it's going to be rocks. So something that you might have outside that they could gather and bring back in the house. And maybe you're going to go with them, but you're going to bring back in 12. So if you have little containers to put them in, like making little bunches of flowers in little bouquets of dandelions. Okay, so you're going to put them into 2 containers, and then you're going to ask how many per container. And you're just going to, right, they might just tell you right off the bat, 6. Okay, great. What about if we had 6 containers? How many dandelions would go in each one? And then you actually put them in. This is important. So you put them in, you line them up. I don't have 12 of these, but if I did, that would be kind of cool. We could put 1 dandelion in each one. Seems a little silly. That's the point. It should be a little silly. That's going to be memorable. And we want it memorable. After you've tried 2, then we tried 6 containers, and we're moving the dandelions in. Don't add water yet. Add water later. And we could maybe try 4 of these containers. And then you're going to try 3. What if we had 3 containers? What if we had 1 container? So you're just actually moving the dandelions around and you're splitting them up. You brought those dandelions back into the house, and the containers are telling us how we are divvying out, separating, splitting, sharing. After they've done this, and you maybe done it with your child as well, and you're going to sketch it out. What did it look like when we had 1 container of flowers? And then you're going to just draw that on some sketch paper in their math notebook, or on loose leaf, or on a sticky note. Yeah, that could work too. And then you're going to do it again for when you had 2 containers, and then when you had 6 containers, and then when you had 3 containers, and then when you had 4 containers. Then go back and ask them to try for 5 containers. What if we had 5 containers? And then but we want them divvied out equally. And you could see that you would have 2 dandelions per container with 2 left over. This is an important part too, sketching it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. The third part is taking it to the numbers, and you can see it. So you could even write right beside, right, with 12 dandelions. And then you're going to actually go through the process of showing long division. And you might only say long division at that point. You might not have even talked about long division. We're learning long division and it's going to be amazing. But you don't have to. Sometimes it's better not to, because there might be some preconceived notions about painful events that are about to happen with long division, and you might not want that. The nice part is we already have all the answers, and we have all the components. Inside the house is where the stuff goes. These are the physical things. These are the items. This is the dandelions. They go inside the house. So now they're linking this physical experience and the sketch to a process, to the symbolic. Okay, so this is the abstract and the symbolic. This is the tricky part. And when you start with the tricky part and you're like, what do these numbers mean? Okay, next, I wanted to talk about that divisor. So inside the house, this is our dividend. Okay, you can make it so terms become absolutely easy. It's going to be fun. It's going to be funny. It's going to be good. Okay, you don't want to go outside, or you can't go outside, or there's nothing to gather. Maybe you live in an apartment building. You can do something else. Okay, so here's a bouquet of pencils. Oh my gosh, right? And I think this would be really fun if you're going to melt them down after, like make an art project out of it. Craft it up a bit, strawberries out of the garden. And how fun would that be if you said, go to the garden, get 12 strawberries. I don't even know if 12 would make it back in, but that would be really fun. And then you're dividing these up as well. And maybe even little strawberry baskets. Okay, if you're going to do blocks, I would save that for a review or for something later on, because that's going to be pretty cool when we really get into some things. This is my first video of talking about instructional design strategies. Okay, let's recap. The item that you're going to split up goes inside the house. That's the part that you're going to be sharing or distributing or breaking up. They still exist. Okay, that's an important part as well. The outside number, that divisor, that's what you're going to actually be making 1. It becomes your 1. What does that even mean? It's the number that you're telling to split up that dividend in, and that's the key number. Okay? If you really want to know how to divide, that's the number that you want to write out the multiplication for. To sum it all up, when you're teaching something new or reviewing or practicing or helping or doing homework, one of the ways that can make it a little bit more accessible, memorable, and we can develop efficiency and accuracy is through going outside. So that's number 1. I don't even know if I'm going to post this video because it's so stressful. In summary, we want to have something that's physical, which a lot of times you'll hear people say manipulatives. What are you going to manipulate? And what are we manipulating in math? We want to draw a picture, pictorial or sketch, and then we take it to the math component, which is symbolic and it's abstract, and that's usually the tricky part. If you want to leave a comment below, that would be fantastic and greatly appreciated. See you in my next video.